What's up, guys? Today we're doing Deep Inside of You by Third Eye Blind. It's a great song. It's very beginner friendly. I went on YouTube to find some tutorials for it and it was pretty so I decided I'm going to class it up, do one for y'all. I'm going to teach you the chords, chord structure, the strumming pattern, which is a little weird. We're in standard tuning and I'm using a pick. That's all you need. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so the song starts out with an instrumental intro type thing, which you just saw me play in the demo, so it should seem familiar. Okay, so the song starts out with an instrumental intro type thing, which I just played there in the demo, so it should seem familiar, which begins with a G. For you beginners out there, a G is middle finger, first string, third fret, pointer finger, second string, second fret, ring and pinky on the third frets of the fifth and sixth string. Okay, you want to strum it out, and on that last string, think of that string as the beginning of our melody that we're going to pick. So the melody we're going to pick is, okay, so it's, so all it is 5 or 6 5 4 6 5 4 5 4. Okay, so learn that and then tag it on to the end of the chord strum out, and then we switch chords. Okay, the new chord is not very different than the first chord, except it's a G sharp now, I think, because this note is a G sharp. So we just have our pointer finger, second fret, first string, and we're doing our fun strumming pattern, which I'm not going to teach you now. I'm going to wait to the end of all these chords I'm explaining to teach you it, but this is what it sounds like. Okay, then we go to an E minor. E minor is pointer middle on the second and third string, second fret. And we're keeping our ring and pinky on the same spot. And we're gonna do the same thing we did with the G with the E minor. So, okay, and that last chord I just went to was a C. You may have seen a C like this, but because we want our ring and pinky there, we're just using our pointer and middle finger. And it's basically like a G chord, but we shift these two fingers back a string. So it's, okay, so all together, it's the G with the melody, then G sharp with the strumming, E with the melody, then C with the strumming. All right, so let's talk about that strumming. It seems complicated and scary, and it's going to take some practice, but if you can just master muting, you'll figure this out. So muting is taking the back of your palm and touching the strings. It stops them from ringing out. And so when you're strumming, to mute it, you would just strum and put your hand down. So practice doing that a couple times. So you could do that. All right. So for the strumming pattern, you have to mute at the right moments and doing the right direction. So really slowly, this is what it sounds like. Okay, so I'm plucking string. Then I'm going down and muting. Okay, then I'm going down again, but it's kind of already muted. So I'm not lifting my hand up, I'm just going down once. So, okay. And then I'm gonna go up and mute. So, okay. Then the last part is going down, not muting at all, just hitting these last 3 strings. So you're aiming for these last 3 strings, and they're gonna ring out. So, okay, and that is the pattern. So you do that on your G sharp, then do it on the C, and then we start the verse. The verse has all the same chords that you just learned in the same order, but you're doing a strumming pattern for all of them. So you could do the one I just taught you. Okay, or you can play around with it. I suggest you play around with it. You kind of just let your hand hit the strings and have it go up and down. That sounds really basic and stupid, but like when you do a pattern, right? You may be tempted to go, okay, down, and I'm going to go down again, and I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to go down, I'm going to go up. Really, your hand should just be going through a fluid motion of downs and ups with the tempo, and you're just picking when and not to strum the strings. So when you're playing around, you just kind of keep your hand moving up and down, but You can add some muting and add some picking whenever you want to. So. Okay, play around with it, have fun. That's the verse. So he's gonna sing, when we met, light was shed, thoughts free flow, all the way up to the beginning of the chorus where he goes, and I never felt alone. Okay, so to begin the chorus, we go back to our G after a C, and then go G, okay? And then the chorus begins. For that first chorus, I don't think he sings for the first G, but the chorus is just G to C and back, so on repeat. Never felt alone till I met you. And you don't have to worry about muting anymore. The strumming pattern for the chorus is more of a down strum focused strum, so it's kind of accent the strums that sound good when they're accented. Okay, so you do that G to C, to G to C again, to G to C, so you get to the end of the chorus where he goes, well, he stops singing, and then he begins the second verse, and then he's going, I can't remember the words for the second verse. So alive. Okay, you use the verse the exact same way I taught you the first time. Then we get to the second chorus, and it's the same as the first, except at the very end it changes, and we get a new chord. So the second chorus, I never felt alone until I met you. It's alright on my own until I met you. I'd know what to do if I just knew what's coming. Okay, what is this? It's a D major chord. So pointer finger, 4th string, 2nd fret, ring finger, 5th string, 3rd fret, middle finger, last string, 2nd fret. Okay, so for that last part of the chorus, you're going to strum the G the same amount of time you always have been. You're going to strum the C, but instead of doing the full length, you'll cut it off and start doing a D. So this is what it sounds like. Okay, try that again. And then we jump into the bridge. Okay, so hopefully you got that down. Practice switching to your D if you're not used to it. Jump into the bridge. The bridge is similar to what we just did there. We do a G, and we do a D and a C, and then a D and a G, and then a D and a C, and then a D and then a G. So let me play it for you, let you see how it works. I would change myself if I could. I would walk with my people if I could find them, and I would say that I'm sorry to you, I'm sorry to you. And I don't want to call you, but then I want to call you, cause I don't want to crush you, feel like crushing you. And it's true, I took for granted you were with. It's the same thing over and over again, okay? So G for some time, and the end of the measure you do C. So it's down, down, up, switch. Down, down, up, switch. Down, down, up, switch. Okay, keep going that whole way. And he starts saying, we were broken, didn't know. It fits in with the exact same chords that we've been doing. Okay, so it's didn't know, we were broken, didn't know. Okay, and then we get to the end, and we have another verse. So he's singing, something's gone, you withdraw. Okay, he's sad. He does the whole verse the same way I taught you. And then at the end, it starts to slow down and a lot less singing, but the chords are still the same pattern. So maybe he stops singing at the end. Deep inside. Okay, and then it ends with a G, strumming it out. Okay, beautiful song. I'm glad I got to experience it with you. If I added some value to your day, please drop me a like. Also, I do a lot of cool underground songs that the mainstream guitar tutorials do not do. So if you like those, please subscribe here. And yeah, have a great day.